Okay, bass anglers. So this is my pond box here, and you know, today I knew the water was going to be clear. I come here a lot, and so everything you see here is going to be somewhat clear water baits. I did bring a couple of my Fire Tiger chatterbaits. Sorry about that. A couple of my Fire Tiger chatterbaits, and also a Fire Tiger swim jig. You never know if you're going to get there and the water's murky, or the water's crystal clear and there's a spot that's murky, and that's where all the fish are. So, you know, you want to definitely be prepared. You know, black and blue. This is what I'm going to throw on right now. These fish have kind of caught on to the silver flash that I'm using, and so I'm going to switch over to this black and blue and you know, see if I can't keep catching them. And then if they're not hitting this, I'm going to switch over to a jig. So I'm going to put this up here for now. Swim baits. I always bring swim baits. Clear water. I like to bring, you know, like an underspin type bait. You know, a lot of times if you have somebody else that's with you that's throwing swim baits and catching fish, and you're not doing so hot, you can do something by tying on a flash like this, and you know, end up catching them better than them sometimes. It's just some more Storm 360 baits, you know, some clear water stuff, and then flukes. You know, these are the, you know, these are smell like pork, and they're called hula skirts or hula flirt flukes or something like that. A couple different style hooks for my flukes. You know, the wide, you know, the thicker gauge to help it sink down, thinner gauge to help it stay up at the top, and then all my jigs. I always bring brush jigs. You know, clear water brush jigs. This is a new color here that I came up with. Haven't thought of a name for it yet, but man, it's going to be hot. It's going to work really good. So I got my brush jigs, every color, and you know, I think what I'm actually going to do right now is tie on a brush jig, because these brush jigs, you can swim them and catch fish still really well, or crawl along the bottom. So something like that could do really well. You know, they may have just got tired of the thump. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and give them a break on the thumping, and just give them something that's similar, but you know, just more swam. But I do keep a couple extra trailers here, a lot more in my backpack. Make sure you guys go to my Facebook and check out my lures if you guys are interested. All right, time to get this jig back out there, catch some more fish. Yeah, so anytime you're not feeling confidence in something, get rid of it. So you can see how it's a little bit, it's hard for me to turn you guys toward the wind, but this is what I'm going to go with now to see if we can get them to see the bait a little bit better in this murkier water. Because I don't want to rule out the fact that they've also left, but I don't see them leaving food and oxygen and all that. I just don't see that happening. So we're going to find out here real quick. Got it. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Dang, hope you guys saw that. I hope that was on camera. Oh yeah, yeah, buddy. Chatterbait. Oh my gosh. Oh, big in. You're not going anywhere. You are caught by a bass angler Baitco chatterbait. You are not going anywhere. All right, definitely gonna weigh this one too. Got to beat that 311, which it's not my biggest tier so far, but I want you guys check this guy out. Nice value. That one came off the black and blue chatterbait. Like I said, they're just getting used to it, and you just got to switch up. Bam. There she goes. Don't ever get stuck on one bait. Now, as much as they are wrecking that other chatterbait, it's not normal for them just to shut off. I mean, it is normal, but it's not normal for them to shut off and want something different. That's so much different than what I was using. At least not in this pond, at least not where the current is right here. I know these fish are still here, so if they stop biting, it's because they're just used to whatever I'm throwing. So I went ahead and I switched up, and then boom, I got another big one right after I switched up. So that's key. Don't get stuck using, you know, one bait. I've done it many times myself, and you know, it just takes a second to sit down and retie, and you get results like that. So keep watching, hit that subscribe button, you guys. This is fun. See ya. Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw that, but I watched him come up and get that. That was pretty cool. There we go. Not a big one. I don't know if you guys saw that. I hope that showed up on camera. That was cool. He came about 6 inches of water and took it right, perfectly clear water. Saw everything. It was pretty cool. There you go. Just a little guy, but cool. Glad I caught him. So what I'm doing is I'm backing off a little bit from the shallow area over there to a little bit deeper to where the water's, you know, a few shades cleaner. And just that little few shades of cleaner could be what the bass are doing. It's a possibility that they're just backed off just enough to where they could see enough to still eat. If I catch a fish out on this end here, then I'll know that more likely what they're doing. There we go. Oh, that's a good one. So there you go. I caught it right on the end, just like I was saying. I mean, that was just seconds after. You just have to move your spot, that's all. You just have to move your spot. You know, that's all the fish are doing. They're here because there's everything that they need is here. Another good one right there. Red eyes, black and blue chatterbait. You know, like I said, everything that they need is here. There's no reason for them to leave. You just have to find out what spot they're on. You just have to find out what spot they move to, because as soon as you find that spot, it's going to be, you know, you're going to get right back to catching them like you were before they moved. So, to break this down for you, what happens is the current coming out of here has mixed with the wind blowing this way, and it's muddied up the shallow water a little too much. So all I did is I worked my way out a little bit to where it's a little bit deeper, sorry for the wind, where it's just a little bit deeper and the clarity is a little bit better there, so that's where the fish are. You guys saw that, but I basically, he bit it and then I dropped it and I just fished it like a jig. Sweet. So I was, take this off here real quick. Yeah, it's just so windy, it's hard to talk. But basically, and look how red that eye is. Oh my goodness. You know, I felt him tag it, and then, you know, if I would have kept reeling, I would have reeled it in, and I didn't want to lose his interest. So I just killed it and started working it like a jig, and it worked out. Oh, buddy, get over there. There you go. Other way. There you go. Black and blue Bass Angler Bait Co. Vibrating jig, just tearing it up. Both of my jigs are just getting it. And you can see that they've ripped off this a little bit. So all I have to do is rig it the other way. This is a Christy Craw. I love these things. These things work great. They got these heavy flappers that really help out a lot. Really help move a lot of water. picked it up. Viewer, what I get? Another one, peoples. It just keeps on keeping on. Look at that beautiful fish again on Bass Angler Bait Co. Vibrating jig, black and blue. Just gonna let him go. Guy, but he's still out on that same spot, just out deeper than where I was catching them at first when the wind wasn't as bad. So another little guy. Okay, so I'm gonna switch back to the one with the flash. I think it's been long enough that they've seen this long enough to where if I switch back to the flash, we should start getting bites again. There you go. So I switched back to the one with the flash and catching fish again. So just remember, just because something stops working doesn't mean that it's not going to still be the juice. You know, switch, catch some fish, and switch back and start catching them again. Especially when the sun comes out, you want to go back with that flash. Pretty important. Vibrating jig just keep coming. Now I saw that
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding. From the words I spit, so sharp, so freezing. So cold, behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts peeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. And I ain't gonna give up. fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I don't lie at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I don't lie at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time and I'll soon be winning. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got
So every bass that I've caught, I was looking at the mouth to make sure that they haven't been caught multiple times. Every bass that I've caught has been a different bass. So we're gonna count these up later. There's been some good sizes. I think 311 was the biggest one. But I ain't done. I'm gonna do about another 5-10 minutes and I'll get out of here. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for me. I need to go get my dog food and go to a barbecue. But I had a lot of fun bringing you guys along with me, and a lot of fun finding these fish and catching them and stuff. Again, use code BBC15 for 15% off of my lures. And I'm telling you, man, these chatterbaits are going to be the deal because I can make them to anything. Any type of fish you're trying to match. Matching the hatch, especially in clear water, is so important. A lot of people think of a chatterbait as a dirty water bait, but if you just match the hatch, it actually works really well in clear water also. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. I'm going to put the link down below for not just the discount code, but also my Facebook page. I have a business Facebook page, and I have all my lures and stuff on it there. So you guys hop on over there, click the link. I got some other coupon codes below, and I'm telling you, there's going to be a lot of good fishing this year on this channel, so I really hope you guys hit that subscribe button. See you guys later.